Hi everyone, we're back and I'm holding a sweet potato. Some people call it a yam, and there's debates whether a yam is a sweet potato. Is it just called something different, or are they two entirely different things? I think they are two different things, but for the purpose of this video, this is a sweet potato. And it's a big one. So I am making, well, I've never done this before, so I don't know if I'm making it or not. I'm attempting to make a sweet potato beer bread made with a pumpkin ale. So hopefully it'll smell good, and hopefully it'll taste good. Hopefully it comes out okay. So let's give it a shot. Got a bunch of dry ingredients here. Of course, the main wet ingredient, and then the star of the show, the sweet potato. So I'm going to start out with 3 cups of flour. I'm going to put it in my mixer. And I've got all my other dry ingredients here. You can see that I've got some brown sugar, some salt, some baking powder, cinnamon, and a little bit of nutmeg. I'm just going to scrape all that in to the mixer with the flour, get it all mixed up together, and then we add our sweet potato. Let's get cooking. Alright, flour is in the mixing bowl. Here goes the brown sugar, salt, nutmeg, baking powder, and cinnamon. I probably just broke a bunch of baking rules by the way I put those in there, but I've never done this before. It doesn't turn out exactly the way it's supposed to. That's okay too. We're learning. I'm going to turn this on low speed, let it mix together until I see that it's all mixed up, and then I'm going to add our sweet potatoes. So I took 2 of these sweet potatoes and I boiled them in a pot, peeled it, boiled it, sliced it, and then let them sit out to cool. I'm going to just stick these into this mixing bowl. These are 2 sweet potatoes. So here we go. Mix. So how did I come up with this idea? Well, I looked around my cabinets, I looked on my countertops, I looked in my refrigerator. I saw a sweet potato, I saw all the dry ingredients, I saw a pumpkin beer. I thought, what could I do with this? Really? I just put all those ingredients into Google, hit enter, and I came up with this recipe for a sweet potato pumpkin ale beer bread. So I thought, oh, why not? Let's try it, and let's make an episode. Pretty good. So we're gonna add our beer. This is a Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale. It's a really good beer. It's hard to find this. You can usually find it for 2 or 3 months in the fall. And Dogfish Head is a brewery I believe they're out of Delaware. And they merged with the Boston Beer Company, which makes Sam Adams, to produce pumpkin ale. I believe that's the story. So just pour this beer right into this mixing bowl. Pour the whole thing. Turn your mixer back on. Don't turn it on high, because all that beer will splatter everywhere. Start it off low. Let it get mixed up in there really good. Okay, the batter is done. I've melted some butter, about 8 tablespoons that I'm pouring over the top of this after I put it in this pan. Not using a loaf pan. Everything I've seen online seems to, these types of bread are coming out in these round pans. I don't know. We'll try it. We're going to grease the bottom of it. This is this cooking spray. Show you what this looks like. Actually looks really good. Smells good. That's what it looks like on the inside. Actually, this looks pretty good. Take a look. Alright, I'm going to pour this butter over the top. Certainly a healthy bread. Alright, 350 degrees. I don't know, 350 degrees for 45 minutes. Some of the recipes are saying 55, some are saying 40, some are at 375 degrees. I'm just going to go 350 degrees, 45 minutes. I'll take a peek at it after about a half hour. Well, I'll be right back. Hey, Gussie. Hey, Jax. There's Gus and Jax. They're doing what they do best, which is laying around. Gus is jealous. He always likes to go first. Oh, look at him. Getting nervous. Okay, buddy. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, they said hello. Say goodbye. So, our bread is out of the oven. This is what it looks like. It's definitely a golden, orange color. Almost a yellow orange, I don't know. You can tell it's sweet potato. It's charred a little bit on the outside. That's okay, I kind of like that. I'm going to attempt to pop it out of the pan now and put it right on the cutting board. It's smoking hot. I mean, I probably can't tell, but the butter on top is almost still bubbling a little bit. So I'll be right back. Okay, I was able to pop it out of the pan successfully, and I'm still letting it cool. And we're gonna come right back and try a little piece. Bread is cooled down. I've cut myself a wedge. That's good. Some of the recipes say to put butter on it, but it doesn't really need it. It's got so much butter melted over the top of it. Well, and the outside is nice and crispy, and that black char just burned a little bit. The inside is smooth, breaks apart easily. The bottom is a little crispy too. Sweet potato pops right through. You can taste that. You can tell it's sweet potato. Can't really taste. Doesn't taste like a beer. Of course, all the alcohol is cooked out of it. You can taste a little bit of the pumpkin because that particular beer has a good pumpkin flavor. Don't use any nasty beers or anything like that. You have to use something that actually tastes good. This is good. I was going to make a soup with it for a chili, but honestly, it's pretty filling. I think I'll wait and eat something else a little bit later on. So listen, thanks for joining me today. And this was my first shot at this. I am definitely going to make it again. And I don't know, it turned out pretty good. Better than I thought. Thanks.